picture this. The sun. It's barely peeking above the horizon. The first rays of light are breaking through the endless night, casting a soft golden hue over the icy expanse, a sliver of light in a world of white. It's a sight that feels almost otherworldly, as if you've stepped onto a different planet. That's your wake-up call in Antarctica. No blaring alarms, just the gentle nudge of dawn in one of the most remote places on Earth. No alarm clock needed, just the raw, untamed wilderness. The sheer isolation and the beauty of the landscape are enough to stir you from your sleep. You open your eyes and you're greeted by the silence. A silence so profound it almost feels like a physical presence. It's almost deafening. No cars, no city sounds, just the vast, empty expanse of snow and ice stretching out before you. Just the wind whistling across the ice, the only sound breaking the stillness. A reminder of the relentless forces of nature at play, and the cold. It seeps into everything. Every breath you take feels like a sharp, icy dagger. A constant reminder that you're a visitor in this harsh and unforgiving land. Every step you take is a testament to your resilience. But here's the thing about Antarctica. It gets under your skin. It challenges you, pushes you to your limits, and makes you feel more alive than ever. It's brutal and beautiful all at once. The ice formations, the vast glaciers, the pristine snow. It's a landscape that takes your breath away, and that's what draws people here, to test their limits, to see how far they can go in one of the most extreme environments on the planet, to push the boundaries of human endurance, to explore the unknown, to be part of something bigger than themselves. So you throw back the covers knowing that the day ahead will be anything but ordinary. Each day is a new adventure, a new challenge to overcome. You're not just surviving in Antarctica, you're thriving. You're embracing the cold, the isolation, and the challenges with a sense of purpose and determination. You're part of something bigger than yourself. A community of explorers, scientists, and adventurers, all united by a common goal to uncover the secrets of this frozen frontier. First things first, getting dressed in Antarctica is an expedition in itself. Forget about throwing on a t-shirt and jeans, we're talking layers, lots of layers. Thermal underwear, fleece, down jackets, waterproof pants, you name it, we wear it. And don't forget the accessories, hats, gloves, scarves, cover every inch of skin. The cold is relentless, it takes time to get ready, but it's worth it. Because once you're all bundled up, you can face the elements head on. You're a walking, talking, ice-conquering machine, and believe me, out here, that's exactly what you need to be. The Antarctic doesn't suffer fools, it demands respect, and it rewards those who are prepared. To beat. So what does a typical day look like down here? Well, there's no such thing as typical. Every day brings new challenges and new rewards, but one thing's for sure. The work is always demanding. We might be out on the ice collecting data, or in the lab analyzing samples, or maybe even braving the frigid waters to study marine life. And of course, there's always the ever-present threat of the elements. Blizzards can strike without warning, plunging us into darkness and isolation. Temperatures can drop to bone-chilling lows, testing our limits. But through it all, we persevere, we adapt, we overcome. Because that's what humans do. We find a way. Let's talk about food. Not just any food, but the kind that sustains us in the most extreme conditions on Earth. Because after a long day out in the cold, there's nothing better than a hearty meal. It's the highlight of our day, a moment of warmth and comfort. But fresh food is a luxury down here. In the harsh, icy wilderness of Antarctica, we can't just pop to the store for fresh produce. We rely on supplies that are flown in or shipped in months in advance. Planning and logistics are crucial to ensure we have enough to last through the long, dark winter. Think canned goods, frozen vegetables, and powdered milk. These are our staples, the building blocks of our meals. It's not exactly gourmet dining. We don't have the luxury of fresh herbs or exotic ingredients. but it does the job. It fills our bellies and gives us the energy we need to face the challenges of the day. And hey, it's always an adventure trying to get creative in the kitchen with limited ingredients. But here's the thing, the constraints push us to be inventive, to make the most out of what we have. Food tastes different down here. Maybe it's the fresh air or the hard work, or perhaps it's the sense of accomplishment after a long day. Maybe it's the fresh air or the hard work. The cold makes everything more intense, including our appreciation for a hot meal, but whatever it is, everything just seems to taste better. The simplest meals become a feast when shared with friends. And when you're sharing that meal with the people you're living and working with, it becomes more than just food. It becomes a moment of connection. People who understand the challenges and triumphs of life in Antarctica. These shared meals are a time to bond, to share stories, and to support each other. It creates a bond that's unbreakable. In this remote, frozen world, food is more than sustenance. It's a source of joy, a reminder of home, and a cornerstone of our community. Section 6. The Isolation Blues. When you miss home. Let's be real for a second. Life in Antarctica isn't always easy. The isolation can be tough. You miss your family, your friends, the comforts of home. There are days when you just want to curl up in a ball and disappear. Days when the silence is deafening and the darkness seems endless. But then you remember why you're here. You think about the work you're doing and the discoveries you're making and the difference you're making in the world, and you realize that the sacrifices are worth it, that the challenges are what make the experience so rewarding. Section 7, finding family at the bottom of the world, and you're not alone. You're surrounded by a team of extraordinary people. People who share your passion for adventure, for science, for pushing the limits of human potential. You rely on each other for everything, for support, for encouragement, for a good laugh after a long day. You become each other's family. You celebrate birthdays, holidays, and milestones together. You create your own traditions. You build bonds that will last a lifetime. Because in a place as remote and unforgiving as Antarctica, you learn that the only way to survive is to rely on each other, to trust each other, to care for each other. Section 9, the call of the wild and frozen south. Antarctica is a place that stays with you long after you leave. It gets into your blood, your bones, it changes your perspective on the world. You'll never forget the silence, the vastness, the feeling of being completely isolated from the rest of civilization, and you'll find yourself yearning to go back, to experience the adventure, the camaraderie, the raw beauty of this extraordinary place, because once you've tasted life on the edge, there's no going back. You're forever changed. You're an Antarctic convert, and you wouldn't have it any other way.